I will be the I'm the I was the I ain't
Watch them grow, perceive, devote. This is the seed, light the show. Watch them grow.
Hello, Aries, Princess India here. If you're new and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. So this right here, you guys are going to see me shuffling cards that are already on my desk, saving time and all that good stuff and whatnot or whatever. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into you guys' cards. And my hair is doing really funky stuff right now. And we're just going to do a little of that. And we're going to keep moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. So your overall energy, we have star ancestors, and it says hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? And then going into you guys' cards, the central energy that we have for the month of June is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. That's challenged by the Two of Wands. Our past influence, we have the Ace of Pentacles. You guys' underlying energy, that's two aces there. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. For your overall energy, well, not overall energy, but above energy, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And going forward towards July, we have the Moon card, you know what I'm saying? And then at the bottom of you guys' deck, we have the King of Wands. What's not to So Aries, just kind of jumping in and looking at all of this. When we talk about hidden secrets and lost wisdom and things of the sort, that can sound, I mean, we could go all kinds of places with this, Aries, but I'm going to keep it slightly mundane so we don't get a little too convoluted based on what it is that I'm seeing here. But I more or less would see this in a sense of not saying that you guys wouldn't come in contact with ancient wisdom and lost secrets and things of the sort, but I'm seeing this more in the sense of your sense of self, if you will. So who you really are, the person that's kind of been covered up by your life experiences or disappointments, or allowing your experiences to determine who you are or how you perceive yourself, or anything in that realm of thought. So I see this more or less saying that in the month of June, it's Aries getting reacquainted with the truth of who you are, if that's making sense. And what I'm seeing with that in reference to your cards is that with the Ace of Pentacles here, that's letting me know that at the latter part of May, or the former part of May, we could just say the whole month of May, there's an opportunity. It could be farther along than that, but you guys have been given an opportunity. Now, something about me and how I read tarot, when I see aces, and that's aces of any suit, they, in my perception of things, I look at aces like seeds in so many words, right? So within every ace exists the 10. Because if you think about a seed and a little bitty seed, in that seed, there's a whole plant, like a tree. You know what I mean? Like an acorn. It starts off as an acorn, but you plant it, water it, all that good stuff, and it becomes a whole tree. So I look at the aces the same way. So what you guys have been offered prior to June, or just coming into June, I don't know why I wanted to say April just now. That's your birthday month anyway. But it's something that you can build on over time, right? This could be a job opportunity. It could be a passion project. It could be literally anything, but it's something where you want to be careful not to underestimate it, because it's kind of like, I like to think of the Ace of Pentacles like working at a startup company, right? It's like, yeah, granted, it's a startup right now, but it has the potential to be a huge corporation one day. So you don't want to like discount it just because it's in the early stages. But whatever the case may be, you guys have been given an opportunity that has longevity. So it's something that's going to grow and become even more fruitful over time. However, when we're getting into the present energy with the Wheel of Fortune here, and I mean, just all of these, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Moon card, and the Ace of Cups, all of these are telling me one story, and that one story being not acting on whatever this opportunity is. And it's not necessarily that you're taking it for granted per se. There may be some of you who feel like it's too good to be true, right? And you're kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. So that's some of you. On the other side of it, it's feeling a certain type of way about yourself. You know what I mean? either it's feeling like you got it too easy, or, you know, mistakenly thinking that you're not qualified or you need more preparation, you know, something along those lines. But it's discounting yourself. And the sense I get with this is that's not actually true. So I feel the biggest challenge for you guys in the month of June, going into our Two of Wands here, and this is a theme a lot of people have had actually, is needing to make a choice. There's an antiquated way, which I've said a bazillion times, there's an antiquated way of like a method, okay, throat, a methodology that one uses to approach situations or handle situations, or it's a mindset, a way that you view yourself or life or people that's antiquated, like it's outdated, it's not useful anymore, it's become more or less of a hindrance. So I feel there's a level of procrastination, or kind of taking your time to really act on something, or really put your time, attention, energy, and effort into something. And it's not because you're not thankful for the opportunity. It's that it's like procrastination via perfectionism would be how I would say that. It's like second guessing yourself so much and wanting to make sure that it's done right, or wanting to prove yourself, or whatever the case may be. And that's causing you to put off, and not take advantage of the opportunity. And then, like I said, for others of you, it's more or less a thing of waiting for the other shoe to drop, if you will. But the whole point of this is you guys are supposed to be stepping into your power this month. This feels very heavily creative to me. So this could be like a, I don't necessarily want to say side hustle, but I mean, it's like a creative project, or you just work in a field of creativity. But it's heavily underestimating yourself. You're supposed to be sitting in the King of Wands energy. And I said this with someone else. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Pisces when this card came up. Yeah, I think it was Pisces. With the King of Wands, I like him because my description of how I see the King of Wands is like a very resourceful, creative problem solver. It's the person who can take, you know, a piece of string, a paper cup, and a paper clip and make magic happen. Like, this person can make something out of nothing. Like, in essence, and even looking at the same thing, like with this card too, it's like when we talk about spiritual creativity, you know what I mean? We're talking about what I talked about in Pisces too, which is that whole yin and yang energy. It's like yin energy is one thing, yang energy is another thing, but you put the two together and it's a transmutation that occurs. And that's all the stuff that Pisces reading was all about. Is it's spiritual alchemy, if you will. It's taking and creating an entirely new substance. And that's why I say transmutation as opposed to just like transformation. It's like it's a completely, totally different thing. So what this is saying, like if we talk about hidden knowledge and stuff like that, but use it more metaphorically, we would be talking about alchemy. You know, it's like that whole mystery of how humans transform into enlightenment and things of the sort. So even so, for some of you, even if this isn't a physical opportunity, this very well could be an opportunity that's handed to you guys in your own personal development, in a sense, like your ability to start your awakening journey, in so many words. But there's a need to believe in yourself, you know? And I know that sounds so, I don't know, that's probably just me judging it coming out of my mouth. Like, believe in yourself just sounds so, you know, like, really, you know what I mean? But when I say believe in yourself, it's like, I really mean revolutionize your mindset, because I feel like this is, it's like quitting before you ever get started. And I feel with this dude, this feels like a really huge opportunity. It's almost like if I were to create a metaphor for this, an allegorical story, if you will, this would be like, I don't know, you worked at a company and your boss has watched you for a long amount of time, and they see potential in you. Like they see that if you were mentored and they help to mold you, that you have the potential to be great in whatever it is that you do. And it's like them calling you in the office and saying, hey, you know, we want you to do X, Y, Z, da, 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 da. And you're like, oh, you know, and they're like, let us know by Monday, you know, if you want to take this job or not, right? So that's like on a Friday. So the whole weekend you're like wigging out on whether or not you should take it. But the whole reason why you're considering not taking it is because you feel like you fake the funk somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel like, oh my gosh, if I take this, I'm really not qualified, really not prepared. It's like imposter syndrome in so many words. And feel like, oh, they're going to find me out. And then they're going to be disappointed because I'm going to come in and I'm not going to know how to do this and da 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 da. But the truth is your boss is very much aware of what your strengths and your weaknesses are. And even with your weaknesses, they still feel like your weaknesses are cool because it's like it's something minor that, you know, with proper training and molding and all that good stuff, that it's not a deterrent from what they feel your talent is, but you're not seeing it that way. So it's kind of like, and I'm saying this like as an example, but the energy I feel for the entire month is more or less what you guys are going to be reflecting on this month, and what's going to determine how things move forward from this point is how you guys decide to perceive yourself from this point. Now, when we talk about this moon card of how it is that you do that, these things that I'm talking about, it's a need to face that, right? Because I feel like this Ace of Cups in the reverse that's underneath all of this is working in accordance with this moon energy. You know what I mean? It's like it's a desire, but that's why I say discounting yourself before you ever start, you know? And I feel that what really needs to happen, like when I talk about believing in yourself, what I really feel needs to happen is more or less facing this demon, like the root of what this is. Like, why is it that you doubt yourself? Why is it that, you know, you hold yourself back in so many words? Because if all of these cards were on the upright, dude, this would speak of a situation or an opportunity that's worthwhile. You know what I mean? Like this would be something where it's like a blessing in so many words. But I feel like the only reason why it doesn't feel like one is not because it isn't, it's all because of a perceptive thing. And it's all rooted in self-doubt. But there's a need to get to the bottom of why that is. You know what I mean? Why you feel like I don't want to get my hopes up. Why you feel you're going to be disappointed when there's not anything here. I mean, at least now, but there's not anything here or anything around you that's saying that this is a bad idea. So it is very similar. And I've noticed this with all the readings I've done so far, dude. It's like all of them bleed into each other. I don't understand why, but everybody's reading is very much similar. And it's just like a different perspective. But it's like this Page of Pentacles is you guys seeing this from, like how I said, and the reason why I brought up Pisces is because they had the Ten of Wands, and how I saw that was them seeing their present situation through the eyes of their past wounds, in so many words. And that's how I'm seeing this with you guys. It's like this is something, if you acted on it, it would be life-changing. You know what I mean? But whether that's situationally, if you just feel it's not going to happen, or you're being too hard on yourself with how you act on it, and you're kind of putting it off, it's like I feel this is coming up so you don't end up missing out on an opportunity that has the potential to pretty much lead you forward. Or for others of you, because the thing, as I'm looking at this Two of Wands, another thing would be if you guys have an idea, like going back to what I was saying, like with the King of Wands energy, like the whole creativity thing, there may be something, an idea that you guys have that could probably take care of you for the rest of your life. Like we talking about startups and things. This might be something that could probably, you know, get you a retirement fund or something, like take care of you for the rest of your life. And it's like, if we bring in this this ancestor energy thing going on here, you may be getting divine inspiration to do something that is, and I mean, y'all are Aries, trailblazers and things. You guys may be getting inspiration to do something that is otherworldly. You know what I'm saying? Like something nobody has ever seen before. And the thing that's stopping you from doing something with it is because it's a lack of confidence. Because I have to be honest with you. If you are doing something that's innovative, like we're talking about, like, well, I mean, it don't have to be Steve Jobs level, you know what I'm saying? Because we all can't be Steve Jobs, you know. But I'm saying it doesn't, like, I'm saying that to not put too much pressure on you or thinking I'm only talking about people to that extent. I mean, it could literally be anything, but it just may be, you know, a reinvention of something that people are doing already, or bettering something that's already in existence or whatever. But it's just the fact of it being innovative. You have to have a certain level of confidence because, you know, with something new, people are going to be like, you know, I don't know. And you have to have enough confidence to stick with it and to push it and to believe in whatever it is that you're doing, like your product or service or whatever it is. You need to have enough confidence to believe in yourself to keep pushing, even if you get a little bit of rejection. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to believe in anything that you're doing. So once again, it's June. We got Mercury retrograde. This is not really the month to act on something unless this is something that you already had in motion. But in the case that this is something fairly new, it would behoove you guys to take this month of June to face your demons, to find out why it is that you don't believe in yourself or you don't trust yourself, or why you always think that the other shoe is going to drop. You know what I'm saying? And kind of coming out from under that mindset of looking at things from a negative perspective, because I feel this is something that has a lot of potential, and it's something very different. You know, that's the vibe that I get. It's something that's very different and innovative, but you do have to believe in yourself in order to do things of that caliber, you know. But that's all I got though, man. I mean, I feel like of all the readings I've done so far, y'all's is it's pretty straightforward. This doesn't look like multiple situations to me at all. Mm. If I were to tease something out of this, the only thing I could tease out of this would be like, nah, nah, nah. I feel like they would be pushing it. Because like I said, like if it's like it wouldn't be like a whole love relationship. It probably would be like a date. Somebody ask you on a date. And the whole reason why you just like no, or you're considering telling the person no, is because of something that you've experienced past tense. But that would probably be maybe one person. I really feel like this is like a life transformation type of thing, because I feel with this particular group of Aries that would resonate with this, you've always been on how would I say that? Was that Scorpio I said that with? Feeling feeling as if life is happening to you as opposed to for you. It's like being on the downside of life, like a lot of really unfavorable things have happened to you and you've been disappointed a lot. So even though things in your life are shifting and changing, if you don't change, meaning if your perspective doesn't change, then there could potentially be several opportunities that are given to you, whether it's friendships, relationships, jobs, whatever. It's like being jilted and burned by people in the past has changed your perspective to where it's a lot of opportunities that could come to you that you would turn down because it's being convinced that they're all going to turn out the way they did in the past. And I guess just really summing it up, that's the option that's given to you guys this month, is you can continue this way, being chained to your past, or you could take a chance, step into your power, you know, project who you truly are into the world and start a new path, write a whole new book, and not allowing, it's like allowing your past experiences to teach you lessons, but not allowing it to define who you are or how it is that you handle your present experience, if that's making sense. So in the bigger scheme of things, we're just really talking about you guys digging deeper and facing your demons, like the whole source, that emotional disappointment from past experiences that have caused you to be, I guess you would say, like pessimistic, like being pessimistic about stuff. I mean, it's one thing to be skeptical and ask questions, But this is something where I don't see anything about this that looks or infers that this could not be good for you, but it's seeing it that way. So I hope that makes sense, Aries. I hope it does. I'm about to go over to Vimeo, my website, Patreon, or YouTube members to do you guys extended. So if you're about that life, follow me over there. But if not, I still love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later. Deuces. You went through a time in your life where, you wasn't, and you ain't not. It's still going through life as if that's what it is. It's stuff that you guys have experienced. And with this Four of Pentacles, it's stagnated you. This would be like you guys getting a new job. What is really happening in America?